President Cyril Ramaphosa is in Mbombela to lead voter registration in that province. We'll take you live there now, where he's currently addressing residents.
Some businesses had to shut down and some may never open again. Many workers lost their jobs, and we lost, as an economy, something like 1.4 million jobs, and our economy went down by something like 6.4%. Now, that is a devastating that we never foresaw. That type of devastation befalls the country, and once it befalls the country, you know that the economy will go down and the workers will lose their job. But the government responded very positively. It tried everything we can to give support to workers, to households, and to businesses. We laid out assistance and stimulus packages more than many other countries in the world, and right up to about 10% of our GDP. And that showed resolve and determination on the part of government to deal with COVID-19. And when it became clear that it was going to have a negative impact on our economy, we felt that we needed to come up with an economic reconstruction and recovery plan, which we are now implementing. That economic recovery plan is dealing with the reforms that we need to implement. It's dealing with how we should create jobs and how we should get our economy to recover. And in many ways to be transformed and to be reconstructed completely. This is what we have sought to put in place, which we are now implementing. So from a COVID point of view, we have responded very strongly. And from an economic point of view, our efforts are underway and they will bear fruit. Some of the challenges that faces our country are unemployment, poverty, and inequality. And these are things that we are addressing on an ongoing basis. On the unemployment side, it's largely young people who are negatively affected by unemployment. Up to 64% of the people who are unemployed in our country today, who count almost 12 million, are young people. Now, that is a continuous headache for us, and that is why, in terms of implementing the ERRP, we are saying we want the business community to work with us, to stand together with us as we deal with this calamity that we have to deal with of unemployment. So we say we want to build a compact, a very strong compact between government, labor, business, and communities. And seeing that a number of you who are here either represent labor, either represent government, and also represent community and business, it behoves on us, it calls upon us all to work together to make sure that this country moves forward. And this country will move forward. There are many who say, oh, this country is going down, and who are also saying that the ANC is going to collapse and all that. Now, I've got good news for them. The ANC is not going to collapse. The ANC is stronger than that. The ANC is 109 years old, and we, all of us who are here, are not going to allow the ANC to collapse under our watch. That is not going to happen. The ANC, whilst it faces challenges, both internal and external, is going to be able to rise and demonstrate its strength once again. Remembering that we are Mandela's children. Mandela was a strong man who had a great vision for this country, and we are implementing that vision, and we are moving forward. What are we doing? We're dealing with corruption. Corruption is one of the key things that is negative in our country. What are we doing? We're dealing with it. We've established, as we all know, the Zondo Commission, which is now going to be finalizing its work. And it's not many countries that have the strength and the boldness to go to the depth of their own problems and reveal as much as we have revealed through the Zondo Commission. And that in itself shows our clear determination. And of course, we are going to act on its recommendations because we want to make sure that our country is free of the corruption that has spread through the various structures of government. And what have we been doing? We have made sure that we strengthen our criminal justice system. We've made sure that even the tax office, SARS, which was also under attack, has been repositioned, re-strengthened. The National Prosecuting Agency and a number of other agencies that had been weakened. We are strengthening those, rebuilding, repositioning, redirecting, and getting good people in. Now we are facing local government. Local government has been one of our weakest links. Weakest links in that many of our local government structures have been operating subminimally, suboptimally, and there's been quite rife corruption there, have not been working at a level that we want. The Auditor General has reported on that many a times, and now as we face the local government elections, we're facing a great new opportunity of making sure that we place really good people into our local government, people who are going to be committed to working for the people. This is the time when we will also want to have well-qualified people, people who we know will do the work, who will revamp our local government, and we want to have sharp mayors who are going to lift our local government activity to a higher level. And so we are focused. We've been through a very bad season, and we now want to come out of that bad season and reposition the way we do our work. And I am confident that we are going to succeed. I am confident that we are going to be able to revamp even our local government governance at the local government level. We'll have good people. We'll make sure that the governance is good. Our procurement processes will also be revamped. They will work a lot better, and we'll make sure that we guard against corruption in everything that we do. So where are we now? We are at a stage where, yes, commentators say that we are collapsing, but the reality of the matter is that the ANC is repositioning itself. The ANC is working on a renewal process. We are unifying the organization, and here in Mpumalanga, particularly here, my comrades led by Comrade Manda Ndlovu are working fervently to make sure that we unite the ANC in this province. We unite the leadership, because we know that when we are divided, the people walk away from us. When we are united, it is then that the people come closer and closer to the African National Congress. So going forward, we are going to see greater unity, greater renewal. Recently, we went through a period when it seemed like we had failed to register our candidates, and those were technical and organizational glitches. We've now corrected them. We are moving forward with our candidates who've been well selected, and the process of selecting our candidates was also a really novel one, which many parties, and I would say no party in the country, really implements. We as the ANC in the past always had the sole participation of choosing our candidates. Now we've changed that. We've said candidates of the ANC don't only stand for the ANC, but they stand for the community. So we've now gotten the community as a whole to identify our candidates so that the community must have a say in who should represent. And on that basis, we are assured of having a really great victory in these elections. Comrade Mandla, our acting chairperson, was saying, last election we got 71%. In the past we used to be in the 80s. Now we went down. And we went down because people were disillusioned and there were absentee voters, they didn't come to the polls, and the province has had an introspective examination of where we are. And the province has concluded that we can go to 80% and above again. And they have now sat down to work out what the problem was, and they, through their introspection, have looked at all the challenges that we faced to correct those. And now we have corrected them, and we are continuing with the process of correcting all those challenges. And now we are ready and we are well primed to go above 80%. So that is the target I've also put to them, that hit 80%, then I will be convinced that yes, Mpumalanga is now ready to fly. Economically, well, let me start with at governance level. I had time to listen to Comrade Mandla, our Premier, and our executive mayors, both at district and at municipal level, and the plans that they have for this area as well, and the province as a whole, are fantastic plans. The economic growth that will emanate from Mpumalanga is really going to take this province forward in a wonderful way. And this is what we are committed to, because we want to be servants of our people. We want to generate growth so that the growth should be shared by all. We want to reposition our province economically so that it can benefit, yes, the young people of our country, yes, the women of our province and the young people of our province as well, so that the growth can be all encompassing and all of us must enjoy the growth that will emanate from the economic development that is going to take place here. And with that, I'm looking at Mpumalanga really going places. The infrastructure development that's going to take place here is fantastic. Right now, they were showing me the bridge that had collapsed, and they are now going to rebuild that bridge from the 21st. They are also going to do a whole number of other developments, including dams and tourism attractions and all that. And we are going to build the tourism potential of this province, the agriculture potential of this province, establish an international fresh produce market, and a whole number of other things. Now that, colleagues, shows a province that's on the move. It's a province that is moving forward. It's a province that's not only looking backwards, they are looking forward. So it is for that reason that I am brimming with confidence. I'm full of confidence for Mpumalanga. I'm full of real confidence for the future, and I would like to invite you to join me on this journey of confidence as we move forward, leaving the past behind us and saying let's grasp the potential and the promise of the future, because that's exactly where Mpumalanga is going to. And how do we do that? We do that by demonstrating that yes, we will support the one party that continues to govern this province. We will support it at local government level in the local government elections. We will strengthen the resolve of the African National Congress as it continues to work for the benefit of the people, and we will become active citizens to enable this process of change, of transformation to move forward. And we will support this compact that we are trying to build to gel into place and to be a wonderful compact that will benefit all. And we are saying to all of you, come out in your numbers. Come out in your numbers and vote for the African National Congress. And the question I often pose is, if not the ANC, then who else? And sit back and think, if not the ANC, who else has the capacity, has the better potential to run this province and to run this local government? Only the ANC has clear plans, and that's precisely what we are saying, because the majority of the people anyway are going to be voting for the ANC. Let's join the majority and be part of this movement that will move forward. Lastly, I want to say, during our door-to-door, we went into the home of one family, and we met a young woman who has been to university, got a degree, and now she's feeling a bit disgruntled because she's not getting a job. And I lifted her spirits and I said, look, we've got a problem of unemployment, but we need more educated people like you to participate in many ways at community level to lift many other people out of this bad situation that we are in. I think when we left, she was in a much better, uplifted mood. And I'm saying to all of you, and this is what Islam teaches us, help those, support those who are who have less opportunities. Support them and help them. But in the end, it's our responsibility of all of us to participate in everything that will lift the community, participate in everything that will lift the less favorable. And that is what Islam teaches us. So I say, let us all participate. And I want to thank you very much. And I leave with the hope that all of you who are here are going to be supporting our forward movement and being part of it so that we can all emerge victorious. And I have no doubt that you are going to join me in this effort. And I thank you very much in anticipation. Thank you so much.
ANC President.
Thank you very much,
members
our
of
Honorable
the Muslim
President.
community here in
Some might recall that the first chief lobbyist was a Muslim
This is the final
in the ANC. Brothers, please, we're not done. Brothers, please, can you behave yourself? I would like to call Mwana Abdulambawa to give us a final dua. We are the final prayer, we are done. Allow the president to go outside.
Going to do like a final
Address
prayer,
those who are outside.
and then the president
Mwana
will
All right, well, that was the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa addressing residents in Mbombela, Mpumalanga, in an area called Valencia. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa saying that the ANC will not collapse. If not the ANC, then who else? Reminding residents there to vote for the ANC, saying that who else has the capacity as the ruling party. He did, however, mention that he really is finding it very hard to, praise what is happening at local government level, saying local government has been one of our weakest link with a rife corruption, and it's not working at an optimum level. While we'll continue with our leading stories when we return, this is SA Today. Stay with us.